Hey girl, welcome back to the channel. We're going to jump into a cute little reading real fast, real quick with DDG, Holly Bailey, and her sister Chloe. Welcome them to the show. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey Holly. Hey DDG. Hey Chloe. Welcome. Now, I have these three here today for the first time. Chloe is here with her sister and her baby daddy because I need to know what's the true energy going on around here. Is everybody getting along? Is everybody happy? Is Chloe okay with the way that DDG treats her sister? Can Halle trust her boyfriend around her sister? Okay, not that Chloe would do anything wrong, but can she trust her boyfriend? So we're gonna just kind of find out what's the energy, girl, or are they just one big happy family? Okay, because if that's the case, we welcome that too. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now the thing is, when it comes to DDG, sometimes he just give out the energy that you just can't trust him for real. Now I was gonna have Ruby Rose here today, but I'm like, yeah, that's too much. That's too much energy on my docket today, baby. That's too much, and I can't keep up with it. So I said I'm gonna go ahead and do with Halle and Chloe today because I haven't seen them together since the baby been born. And it's like Halle is over there staying with DDG. He already confirmed it. He said that Halle and he sleep in the same bed together, and the baby sleeps in the middle because the baby still wakes up in the middle of the night. So I'm like, when did Holly move in with him? I thought she had her own place, but I guess not. I guess they're now official couple. And so, and then you don't hardly see him because at first, when she was pregnant, trying to hide her pregnancy, you was constantly seeing him showing a little glimpse of her, almost like he was trying to out her and her pregnancy. I don't know if he was trying to do that on purpose or not, but it's just like it was so many little glimpses of her being in the background, and he didn't cut it out, knowing he edited his videos. But now it's like, are they still hanging out together? Now I heard that they may be hanging out on Snapchat. I don't do no Snapchat, girl. I ain't got time for all of that. But I just want to know, what is the energy, okay? Because y'all know I'm not going to creep around this internet. I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards and call it a day. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So we're going to pull from the Millennial Oracle deck and see what it has to say about these three. Divine Angels, can you give me the best cards from this deck to describe the energy around DDG, a.k.a. Daryl, Chloe, and Halle Bailey? Okay. So the first question we're going to ask today is, how does Chloe feel about her sister dating DDG? Okay, let's see if this card will tell us. I probably need to pull from the tarot from that question. Let's pull from the tarot for this deck. Okay, for that question. How does Chloe feel about Halle dating DDG? Does she approve? Does she not approve? Or is she just happy? Whatever makes her sister happy, she happy. So let's see. How does Chloe feel about Halle dating DDG? How does Chloe feel about Halle dating DDG? Okay. So, girl, my car is over here squeaking. Is my chair squeaking, girl? I just want to know. Can y'all hear that? Because if so, I hate to be that annoying person. But, okay, so first we got the King of Cups. So, with the King of Cups, it speaks about somebody over the age of 25. How old is Daryl? Is he over the age of 25? But either way it goes, if he's the King of Cups, then it's showing that he cares about Halle. And Chloe knows it. So she feels like he cares about her, okay? Because with the King of Cups, that's a lot of cups, a lot of love that's being given here. So she feel like he cares about her. But then we got the Four of Swords energy. Okay, so we got the Four of Swords energy with that anxiety energy, can't sleep, headache type of energy, need to rest, probably need to meditate on it. Maybe she don't even know what's going on behind the scenes of what's going on with Miss DDG. And oh Lord, we got the Nine of Swords. So, ooh, okay. So she probably felt like at the beginning he cared, but then it seems like it's a lot of hidden truths here that she may not know about, or she don't know the true relationship of the true dynamics of this relationship. It's some things that probably Holly don't even tell her. It seemed like somebody may be left in the dark with it. So, but for the most part, he leads out with that cup. So as far as she's concerned, he cares about her. He cares about her sister. But I feel like it's a lot of stuff that her sister don't let her know that's going on behind the scenes. especially at night. Okay, when she leaves him. Okay, because in the day he's showing like he cares, but then at night she probably get, Chloe probably calls, not Chloe, but Holly probably calls her with certain information. And so she probably be left out in the dark when it comes to their relationship. But it seems like, yeah, she don't know everything about it. She don't know the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Let's kind of get some clarification on these three cards. Okay, give me clarification on this King of Cups, Four of Swords, and this Nine of Swords for how Chloe feels about DDG dating her sister. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got the Swole card here. It's like great body, physical attraction. So she feels like he's very much attracted to Halle. At least that's what she sees. That he's attracted to Halle. And then we got the side hustle, freelance, making ends meet, self-employment, part-time, odd jobs, and extra income. So he may be using her for content, girl. But then we got basic, plain and simple, mainstream is your taste, insult, unoriginal, and unexciting. Girl, Chloe out there making that money, honey. She out there making that money. But the thing about it is, she feels like her sister stays, because I see while Chloe out there working, okay, she out there making her money. I feel like, for the most part, that her sister is not. I think her sister is more, laid back, more chill, and I feel like with that type of energy. Let me look at this. Let me look at this before I speak out too soon. Got the King of Cups. Because it seems like this King of Cups, okay, he's very much attracted to, you feel like he's attracted to Halle. He thinks she's beautiful. But then at the same time, it seems like, for content, because he make content for a living. It seems like it's some type of money driven. So I see money, like he's giving money, but then at the same time, it's like, why you buying so much? It's like when men buy so much for no reason, and it's for a reason. It's because behind the scenes, you don't know what he done did or said, and he buying gifts to kind of cover up for what he done and said. And I just see Chloe just sees him being attracted to her. Chloe also sees him spending money on her, but then at the same time, because when she got pregnant, she probably wasn't dressing up as much as she would around the house and stuff like that, with the bunny on her head, sleeping with the bunny on her head. And it seems like there could be some insults that could have came in, because at this point the relationship is not exciting as it was at the beginning. But I feel like that right there is kind of in the dark, and I feel like he may not even know that Halle tells Chloe some of these things, and I feel like that Halle also don't tell Chloe everything that's going on behind the scenes. That's kind of what I feel. So I feel like Chloe don't know everything, even though Halle will tell her some things, but she don't know the full extent of what's going on behind the scenes. So let's kind of look into the energy of how does DDG feel about Chloe. Okay, let's see, how does DDG feel about Chloe. DDG, how you feel about Halle's sister Chloe? Okay, the cards that we have here. Okay, we got Judgment. So he probably feel like she out there judging him, which she is. Okay, she's trying to figure it out. She's trying to put it all together because something ain't making sense over here to her, and she kind of confused about it. She knows that her sister cries sometimes, but she probably feel like she was just crying because she was hormonal and pregnant. But she don't know the full extent of what's going on. All she sees is you spending money. And at the beginning, you was head over heels over her. Feel like you were attracted to her. But now it seems like, there's some judgment here. And he feel like Chloe is sometimes judging him. Followed by the Ace of Wands energy. Now, the Ace of Wands energy, it speaks about passion. It's like manifesting something. And it also feels like some type of secret sometimes. Like with the Ace of Wands, does he have some type of passion for Chloe a little bit? So, because why is this one here? Okay, do the ones stick up when Chloe comes around? I don't know. We're going to dig into that a little bit. But then we got the magician here. I feel like the relationship that he had with Chloe is full of illusions. I also feel like tricks and something like that. Feel like he always got a trick up his sleeve when it comes to Chloe. Okay, but he feel like she's judging him. So let's see. Let's get to the bottom of that. What's going on with this judgment and the Ace of Wands and the Magician card when it comes to Daryl's and his. What was the question? How does he feel about Chloe? How does Daryl feel about Chloe? Okay. So the first card we have here is the Ratchet card. He feel like she ratchet, I guess, honey. It says a person or place being rich, behaving very stupidly or reckless, nasty, unappealing, and inelegant. He's saying that she ratchet, honey. She was there twerking on the stage and licking on the mic. He thinks she ratchet. Okay. Unappealing, honey. Also feels like she be flexing. All about themselves, selfish traits, flashy, pride, arrogant, insincere, and boasting. So he feel like she's always flexing somewhere. All about herself, which is probably why that Ace of Wands is here. Followed by high key. Something needs to be said, out in the open, obvious, letting everyone know. So it's like he gonna let people know how he feels about Chloe. He just out loud with Chloe. So something needs to be said, out in the open, letting everyone know. Let everyone know what. What do you want people to know about Chloe with this Magician card? This trickster energy. What do you want everybody to know about Chloe? DDG. Okay. So the cards that came out here, it speaks about, POV, his point of view. It says try a different approach, change your outlet, opinions. So his opinions about her. The point of view and his perspective has flatlined. A relationship or situation is dying. The conversation went dead. Can't resurrect and lost interest. So it seems like, it's almost like because she over here judging him, he feel like she ratchet. So how can you judge me when you ratchet? And then with the Ace of Wands, he may have had a hard up for her at one point, but he feel like she flexing, honey. She boasting she too flashy. But like how he can say that when he's flashy. At least he put on for the cameras. But it says Magician card right here speaks about high key. He have a different point of view on her now, a different perspective. And it's over. It's flatline. A relationship is dying. It's not the same no more. The conversation went dead. They may not even talk that much anymore. He said he can't resurrect. He done lost interest. But you shouldn't have never had interest in a sister anyway. So how do you feel about Halle, DDG? Tell us your true feelings for Halle at this point. I know you guys done had a new baby. You very much wrapped up in the baby, but do you still care for Halle? How do you feel for Halle, DDG? Okay. Cool. A little bit, I guess. We got the King of Swords here. Now, this speaks about a father. Okay, so he said he's a father to her baby now. He her baby daddy. But as also, with the King of Swords is very brutal when it comes to his words. He's very protective. He's protective. He's a good father, but he's very brutal with his words. And I feel like he's immature with his words. Now, his tongue may cut like a knife. His words may cut like a knife as well with this King of Swords energy towards Halle. But he still thinks she's beautiful, the Queen of Wands. Okay? He feel like he's still attracted to her. He still have passion for her. He feels like, he still, with the Wands, with the Queen of Wands, she's more of very attractive. She's very sexual. So, he's still sexually attracted to her. But then we got the Nine of Wands energy here, which speaks about, his attraction can come with some fire. His attraction can come with some pain, okay? Again, you can get burned when it comes to this passion. There's so much passion here. It can be a heavy burden almost. It's not quite a 10 of Wands situation, but it's a 9 of Wands, which means the closer he is to her, he can be kind of hurtful. And I feel like that's why Chloe picking up this energy up here, because she feel like he has cups for her, which means he has feelings for her sister. At the same time, some of his words can cut like a knife, and I can see why, because he's showing up as the King of Swords. He's showing up as somebody, he's protective, but he's very abrasive. Okay, he can be quite harsh with his words, and he feel like Chloe is judging him because of that, as she should. If he being abrasive and being rude to her sister, she should. But I feel like there's a lot of passion between these two, to the point that they, like, the fire burns hot. It's hot in this relationship. So you're going to get burned sometime when it comes to a hot relationship like that. So let's get some clarification on these cards, honey. Then we'll let these folks go, girl, because I ain't got all day for them. Okay, with the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, because she can be feisty too. She can be kind of feisty, but he's very brutal with his words. But with the 9 of Wands, it seems like they can, I see her being hurt from this energy. Her being hurt, and then at the same time, he could be hurt too. So give me more about this King of Swords, Queen of Wands, and this 9 of Wands energy, about how DDG feels for Halle. Okay. So, the cards that we have here, when it comes to those 3 cards, it speaks about spilling the tea. Something juicy, a hidden truth. So, there's something that's being hidden here. Something juicy, they say. Disclosing information. Again, some information being disclosed between these two. I feel like this fiery energy, this passion energy, these opportunities that could possibly be here are between these two. Okay, Halle don't let everybody know what's going on when it comes to that. But it feels like there's some slander here. Again, he could be harsh with those words. Okay, he speaks about gossip, which means Halle over there telling something. She ain't telling everything. She telling some things, though, when it get too hot. She'll call Chloe. But it speaks like shocking and untrustworthy. So it feels like there's some trust issues here between these two. He already said in his song that he's insecure, that he can have some issues when it comes to her being able to trust her all the way. But then, can she trust him, especially with the words that he say? But he feel like he's speaking his truth. He's keeping it real. But at the same time, his words can hurt and slander. Also speaks about spiritualists, searching for the meaning in life, discovering the magic behind around you, manifestation, and the spiritual realm. Again, I see manifesting something here with the Magician here, and with this Ace of Wands. That was something that being manifested. Okay, something being manifested. But girl, can they find it? Because we got the bye Felicia, leaving and not caring, a goodbye for now, dismissing and over it, whatever. So it seems like, you know, again, they can have this passionate argument or heated debate sometimes, and he may even dismiss her feelings, or may dismiss the issue. He probably feel like she's dismissive as well, and she probably be like, whatever. She probably like, whatever. And you know that he feel like she's dismissing him, but at the same time she's dismissing you because she don't want to argue. She don't want this fire to burn as hot as it is, or giving out this Aries energy. But we see some receipts here, okay? Needing answers. Somebody won't let it go. Somebody won't let it go and not believing what you're being told. Evidence, proof, and very doubtful. Again, you know, I feel like, you know, that she constantly got to prove something to him. And then she may even want some proof from him. She probably even seeing evidence of some stuff that he's doing. But I feel like she don't tell everything. She only tells some things. I feel like, you know, he's manifesting something when it comes with Halle. Probably he manifests that baby. He got that baby with her. And he knows there's some magic being with Halle. He knows there's some magic there. But at the same time, I don't think that he wants her to feel that she's magical. Okay, I feel like he tried to keep her humble. And so that's where his words come in at. He tried to keep her humble. And I think she liked that type of relationship. She probably seen it growing up. So she liked it. But at the same time, there's a lot of doubt here. And they constantly need to prove something to each other in this relationship. So let's see, Holly, how you feel about DDG, girl? How do you feel about DDG, Holly? Okay, so, oh, okay. She let a lot of cards come out, but for the most part, she got the 8 of Wands for him. You know, she got those arrows of love. She got that throwing those arrows of love. She probably always saying sweet stuff to him. Oh my God, DDG, you're so cute. Oh my God, I like your hair. Oh my God. She probably calling. You know, she always calling communication. It's like communication of love, arrows of love being, thrown out there. She always coming to him. So I see she do love him. But then we got the Page of Swords energy, which that deceptive energy. You know, you don't trust everything. You know, it's a lot of fog around you. Are you trying to see it, or do you just allow the fog to just build up where you can't see it? But I do see, deception here, looking over your shoulder, maybe even a stalking energy, maybe keeping an eye on him. For justice, honey, we got that justice. She's trying to balance the justice card out with him, trying to keep things balanced out between that sword energy with that balance wheel. Trying to make sure that the relationship stay balanced. She probably keep it balanced. Maybe if he's too hot headed, she'll calm it down. Whenever he's swinging that sword, again, because it seems like she'll swing the sword too. They both swing those swords together. But at the same time, she want to keep it calm here. But then with the justice card, it's almost like the police finding out the truth too in this situation. Okay, red alert. But we got the King of Pentacles. She feel like, he spent. I guess he's spending those dollars, honey. After he done swung that one too much, he'll not the one, but also swing that sword too much. He comes in with the money. He comes in and buys gifts and buys stuff like that. So she liked that. But then we got this sneaky energy with the 7 of Wands. It's like sneaky things that being done outside of the home. Can you trust it? Okay, you being left at home a lot, huh, girl? Okay, the Magician, that was already out there, so I don't know why it got picked up again. But she feels like at the beginning, like there's a lot of love here. A lot of, nice words, sweet nothing. But at the same time, a lot of, she probably stalking, checking that phone, girl. Okay, that's why we saw this right here. Needing to see the receipts. Let me check your phone. Who did you call? What are you doing? Okay. And then I feel like, justice here. Justice needs to be served here. Trying to balance out that scale. But at the same time, things get so bad. It's like, girl, I'm going to call the police if y'all don't sit down and stop all this arguing. Okay, it's too much going on here. But then, he took it too far. He coming in with the King of Pentacles. He coming in with that money, spending that money. Just for it to start all over again with that sneaky energy. Because you're being sneaky. You're trying to hide something. Something's, But it's like, what are you trying to manifest? Okay, did we ever ask that? What are you trying to manifest here, DDG? What is the purpose? Honey, he's just trying to go viral, baby. He want a viral situation. Okay, a message getting around very quickly. So he's trying to hide something. He's trying to hide something from coming out, okay? Again, that's sneaky. Okay, becoming instantly famous. All the above. Popular, networking, and a lucky break. So he's trying to come up. He's trying to be the next best thing out there. He's trying to get his money right. He feel like the Little Mermaid is the way to do it. She don't trust him all the time. At all. Okay. They can be very dismissive in this relationship. Also secretive. Chloe does have judgment when it comes to DDG. She judging him. He know it. Okay. But he feel like when it comes to relationship with Chloe, it just ain't there no more. It ain't the same no more. It's flatlined. Okay, probably because, like I said, we got this sneaky energy here. But then again, like I said, with his insecurities, he probably feel like she being sneaky as well. She always trying to prove something to him, but then she want proof too. She want to, let me see your phone. Who do you call? What are you doing? Type of thing. Okay, so let's check on the mentality of DDG. Can Halle trust him? Is his mentality right? Because I see a lot of sneaky energy here. I don't want to blame it all on him, honey, but it just seems like it's all on him. My instincts don't be telling me wrong. What is DDG's mentality? when it comes to Halle. Okay, we'll just take these 3 cards and call it official. Okay, we got harmony here. Communication. Okay, so that's good. You know, we got him communicating with his heart and his third eye, baby. So he want harmony, you know, in the household. Okay, cool. When it comes to emotions and feelings, he don't want no drama. But it seems like letting go. Either he got an issue of letting go. Okay, maybe some tears being flowed here. Okay. So his mentality is about communication. Okay, he don't have a problem with communicating. Okay, he gonna speak his words. He know how to use his words if nothing else. Okay, we got blue card here, communication. We got a blue card here with communication. He don't have a problem with letting go, whether it's letting go his words, letting go some tears, maybe even letting go her, girl. Okay, but we got the creator here. It speaks about, you know, he done created this baby, so he like, shoot, you can go if you want to. You ain't taking this baby. It also speaks about his stability. Okay, this could be a father card. The creator is a mother and a father. Okay, so he's showing up twice as a father, so he's very proud of being a father. He feels like, you know, that's one of his proud moments for him. Don't have a problem at all communicating with when it comes to her. With the harmony card, it's like for the most part he wants to keep peace, but you know, but it seems like with the letting go, because you got tears here, you got, you know, water, emotions and feeling. He's probably an emotional type of guy, even though he don't want to show it, so his emotions can come out. Okay, and then with this creator card being all red, it can turn fiery real fast because he the daddy, he the father. Okay, he's the creator. And he's a content creator as well, so he'll create some content around her and embarrass her in a minute if need be. But for the most part, he don't have no problem with communicating at all. And when it comes to his stability, he is providing stability for her right now, because I just feel like her family disowned her after she announced that she was pregnant. And they thought that she was going to lose all those deals, which she probably did, because I don't see her working. But then again, she needs time to heal from the baby. So she over there trying to throw the baby in everybody's face. Now people like, we don't care about the baby. That's what the people said. That ain't what I said, girl, because I don't follow her, so I don't see all her posting. I just see the people saying they sick of her, okay? But for the most part, girl, this is their energy, okay? He said he got the baby. He created the baby. He got a little sneaky energy going on around here. He feel like she's sneaky sometimes, too. Chloe feels like, you know, there's attraction here between her sister and her boyfriend, but at the same time, she don't trust that when she leave, you know, when they're there by themselves, she don't trust the energy between those two. And she judging DDG, and he knows it. He knows it. So that's going to be the reading between these two. Okay. Let me see. Let me check one more time on DDG, and let's make sure everything is good. DDG and DDG and Chloe's energy with this deck. What's the energy between DDG and Chloe? What do we need to know, if anything? So first we got thoughts here. Okay, I don't know if there's some thoughts here about each other. Okay, I don't know what he over there thinking about when it comes to Chloe. But there's some thoughts here concerning distant horizon. Okay. Maybe traveling. Okay. He probably feels like long as she keep her distance, they'll be cool. Okay. She stay over there, we stay over here. Okay. Letting go the anchor, cutting the anchor. Okay. It's like, you know, you don't need your sister like that as long as you got me. Okay. Followed by concern. Okay. There's some concern here. So, again, he over there, you know, he got thoughts when it comes to Chloe. What kind of thoughts? Let me see. What kind of thoughts do you have, DDG? Because that one came up for her. It's like, why your one is up for Chloe? But then you're trying to say she ratchet, but you're looking at her. So, and you're thinking about her. What's going on? Okay. What's going on with the thoughts behind DDG and Chloe? What thoughts are DDG having for Chloe? Okay, let's just get to the bottom of this once and for all. The thoughts are success. Okay. We got success. So, and then we with the tiger walking on the world card. So success, foundation. So she feel like, he feel like her foundation, she could be successful. But there's some suppression here. There's some emotions that's being suppressed that he's not showing when it comes to Chloe. There's some cracks in the wall, cracks in the foundation, if you will. He's suppressing some emotions. And there's some guilt here. Okay, now is his thoughts driving him crazy? Okay, why is your dreads, your ponytails, your pigtails up there itching like that? What's going on? What's the thoughts? Why is your wig being snatched? Okay, because you already talking about she ratchet. At least that's what you're trying to tell her sister. Your sister ratchet, but you over here having thoughts about the sister. Okay, well, you thinking about her ratchet activities and guidance here. Okay, so we got guidance here, which looks like somebody flying. It's like somebody with the guidance. It's like, what is guidance? Like more of, being guided towards, being led to. Okay, and I see somebody looking back at it. Baby, you looking back at it, at Chloe ratchetness. Okay, that big booty. That booty rocking everywhere. He's suppressing something when it comes to Chloe. Let's see, what are you suppressing and you feeling guilty about? DDG, what are you suppressing and what do you feel guilty about when it comes to Chloe? One more. Okay, let's see. Look, this official over here landed on the bell. Okay. Oh, we got the gentleman, honey. Is that DDG with a haircut? Y'all let me know. We got a gentleman here, a young male, honey. Stars. Did he want to get with Chloe first and then to get this? Because he's trying to achieve stars and stardom and famous. That's what he want. Okay. And maybe he can only get Halle. But Halle, I think she's, if I have to look at which one is the most successful, I would say Halle until she got pregnant. I don't know where she's going to stand now. I don't know. And we got letter. Some type of communication, a document, correspondence, a message. So it's almost like he feels guilty for some type of message that he gave Chloe. Or correspondent, responding to something concerning the stars. Did he try to approach Chloe first? He wanted Chloe first and then ended up with Halle? What's the energy around DDG and Chloe? One more time, then we done. We done with it. Because I see thoughts here. What thoughts is he having? What correspondence? What is going on with DDG and Halle? DDG and Chloe. Maybe nothing big here, okay? Because we got the courthouse here, baby, coming out, baby. Some type of legal situation. Okay, because the document's going to be some type of legal documents when it comes to stardom, stars, shining bright, success, because he saw her being success, occupation. Girl, because it seems like he just the type that just out there just looking for a viral moment. A viral moment, okay? He's just trying to get out there and have his lucky break so he can become famous. And he just constantly, when he talk about Chloe, he talk about her success, her occupation, okay? Some type of correspondence and high honors. So maybe he just, held her at high honors or something like that. And if she got there, start shaking that booty everywhere and coming out with ratchet activity, he just probably feel like he probably made a better decision with Halle. But for the most part, she may have been on his mind once or twice, baby. Okay, concerning her success. He probably looked at her as the most successful sister. But then Halle just kind of took off with, her doing her Little Mermaid and, the soundtrack for the Little Mermaid and The Color Purple. It just seemed like she was the most successful one. But he probably thought Chloe was, okay? He had to suppress those feelings, honey. He realized he got with the right sister, honey, because he's just trying to get a viral moment. That's all he wanted, okay? Because he was guided to one or the other. And he was looking at their occupations, baby. He was looking at the occupations. But he probably was torn between the two. And felt some guilt because of something he responded to. But girl, he over it now. Okay. It seems like he over it now. Because because he probably now done messed up Halle's career by giving her that baby. Because, like I said, we'll see in 6 weeks if she gonna be back out there working again, or if she's still gonna be at the house with him, honey. So that's gonna be the reading for DDG, Chloe, and Halle. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Bye.